Every day we are faced with hundreds of choices of what we're going to let pass our lips and into our bodies. In the never-ending quest to try and be a little healthier, we opt for food items that we believe are actually better for us. Today, we have a look at some of these healthier options, which we're sad to tell you are not better for you at all. Number 24. 5 a day. Veggie Chips seem to come to the rescue of frazzled parents worldwide, only to leave them even more despondent when the truth was revealed. Yes, we know, it's tricky to always get your kids to eat their greens, but these are not the solution. These crisps are mainly made from potato starch or corn flour, and the only thing veggie about them are the small amounts of vegetable powders used to give them their color. Solution: try making your own. No, wait, forget that. Who's got time for that? Just purchase the ones that look like actual veggies and have things like kale, Brussels sprouts, or broccoli. Number 23. Start your day off right. As many as 31% of Americans eat a bowl of cereal for breakfast every day. However, you're really not doing yourself any favors. Even the supposed healthier options like Raisin Bran, for example, contain just as much sugar as Fruity Pebbles. Many of the vitamins and minerals are lost during the manufacturing process, and sugars and synthetic ingredients are used to keep the cereals fresh and crunchy for longer. Number 22. Fuel your energy. It's so convenient to just grab an energy bar when you're hungry and need something quick and easy to fill the gap. But next time, grab an apple instead. If you read the labeling and compare it to that of a candy bar, you will be horrified. Some of these bars contain the same amount of sugar as candy. Number 21. Healthy start. Bad news. Not at all. Granola, which is often used in the making of energy bars, so that already says a lot, is actually crammed with butter, vegetable oil, and white sugar. For example, 1 cup of Nature Valley Oats and Honey Protein Granola is home to 6 grams of fat from the canola oil and a scary 13 grams of sugar, honey, and molasses. Some granolas have as much as 400 calories a cup before you even add your milk. Number 20. Convenience costs. We are all for convenience, and there's very little that can compare to freshly popped, hot microwave popcorn. And even though we're not disillusioned that it's healthy for us, the fact that it's actually downright unhealthy is a bit tragic. It has seriously high levels of sodium and the chemical diacetyl. Those in the health industry have issued strong warnings about eating this as a regular snack. Number 19. Break bread. Just because it's gluten-free doesn't mean it's healthier for you. Gluten-free is amazing if you actually struggle with celiac disease or if you have a gluten sensitivity, but if you don't suffer from either of those ailments, why bother? Generally, gluten-free food contains more salt and fat and less of the good stuff like fiber, protein, and vitamins than their gluten-laden competition. You're much better off ordering a dense whole grain bread than a loaf of gluten-free, plus it's way more affordable. Number 18. Sugar rush. It's easy to assume that juiced fruit is the healthier way to go when you're craving something delicious to drink, but they're usually packed with sugar. When you take only the juice from the fruit, you lose all the fiber, the important part of the fruit that fills you up. Number 17. Health nut. You are deceiving yourself if you think that ordering that fruit and yogurt parfait is remotely healthy for you, because here's the truth. It isn't. Granted, you will definitely receive protein and calcium, but you'll also receiving as much as 30 grams of sugar. Ouch. And just know this, a Starbucks croissant only has 4 grams of sugar. You do the math. Number 16. Heads up. We're by no means saying all, but sadly the majority of sports drinks are just not good for you. They make all sorts of promises, but there's no evidence to support their claims. Many professionals say that sports drinks are overhyped, overrated, unhealthy, and most certainly not for kids. Number 15. Here's the skinny. Flavored instant oatmeal is not doing your body any good. They've got so much sugar added to them already, so you're adding unnecessary calories into your body. Make your own overnight oats. It literally takes a minute to put the oats, milk, and whatever you want else into the bowl and leave it ready to eat the next morning. Now that's healthy convenience at its best. Number 14. We've said it before, and we will say it again. Just because it's gluten-free doesn't mean it's healthier. Firstly, gluten-free is pricier. And secondly, in order to make the products more palatable, they are crammed with extra sugar. If you really don't have to buy gluten-free just to get regular cupcakes or muffins or whatever, your body and your taste buds will be much happier. Number 13. Salad dodger. We know it's not always the most exciting meal to eat, but salads are important if you're trying to be a little healthier. But it doesn't help if you're adding the light salad dressing. Reading the ingredient list will leave you horrified. It's about a mile long, and it's crammed with preservatives and additives. Rather just use a little balsamic vinegar and olive oil, and your salad will be a lot easier to swallow. Number 12. Make the smart choice. A little trick to get us to choose one product over another is to tell us that the healthier option is the baked option. Truth is, it's no healthier than your deep-fried ones. Read the packaging. Most of the time, both choices have the same amount of calories, but the baked ones have more sodium because they need to make up for a lack of flavor. So, if you're keen for crisps, rather have the real thing. Just eat a smaller portion. Number 11. Everything in moderation. There's obviously a lot more to this than a few lines in a YouTube video, but at the end of the day, eating food items that are labeled low-fat is actually worse for you over time. Many low-fat products have more sugar and other byproducts to try and make them taste a little better. Again, rather get your full-fat items, but just don't overindulge. Number 10. Mean and green. Bottled green juices have risen dramatically in popularity, and they're quite the trendy drink right now. You do need to know that although they are no doubt crammed with good foods like spinach and kale, they are also crammed with sugar, carbs, and they're not nearly as filling as eating the proper stuff. Number 9. Eat this, not that. Wraps are seriously tasty, we know, and to tell you they're not that great for you isn't a good feeling. Sadly though, a 12-inch takeaway wrap can have double the amount of calories as regular bread. Plus, they're usually filled with dressing, which is also home to a lot of sugar. Even those spinach, tomato, or whole grain wraps are not that healthy, as they usually just have flavoring and coloring added to them. Make your own next time. It's cheaper and you can control the sauce and veggies added to it. Number 8. You are what you eat. And when you're tucking into a can of soup, you're just adding an unnecessary amount of salt and sugar to your body. For example, an 11-ounce can of Campbell's tomato soup has 22 grams of sugar. A further study showed that some cans are lined with BPA, which has been linked to an increased risk of obesity and insulin resistance. Number 7. All pear-shaped. If you make them yourself, you're far better off than buying one in the store. Smoothies, like most of our previous entries, are full of sugar. Some store-bought smoothies use ice cream as their base and add things like chocolate syrup. You may as well call them milkshakes then, right? We know, it can be boring, but water is definitely the way to go. So far, it seems to be the only beverage we're safe with. Number 6. Coconuts. Coconut oil has been quite the trendy food over the last few years, but is it all it's cut out to be? If you compare it to olive oil, they both have the same calorie and fat content, but olive oil only has 1 gram of saturated fat, whereas coconut oil has a scary 12 grams. Olive oil has around 10 grams of healthy mono or polyunsaturated fats, whereas coconut oil, only 1 gram of healthy fat. Number 5. Bad for your health. Here's another food that is baked, not fried, hoping to entice and fool you into believing that this is the better option. Pita chips are no healthier than your ordinary ones, yet cost so much more. Many are made with wheat flour and offer no nutritional value. Do a little hunting. You might find some made with whole grain flour. Or if you have the time, you could just make your own. Number 4. Let food be your medicine. If you eat the right foods, you will be amazed at the changes you'll notice in your body, and eating pretzels is sadly not part of that healthy, conscious eating plan. They have 0 nutritional value. The white flour they're made from will convert to sugar and cause your blood sugar levels to peak quickly, meaning that come down comes quickly too, and you'll be hungry all over again. Number 3. Choose wisely. Not all sushi is bad, but if you're choosing this thinking you're making the healthier dining choice, you may be disappointed. Example, a spicy tuna roll is loaded with saturated fat thanks to the mayo-based sauce they use in the roll. This choice has double the calories as a regular tuna roll, so by all means, enjoy your sushi. Just choose the ones laden with less of the mayo, and you'll be just fine. Number 2. Full of nothing. Eating rice cakes is like eating nothing, really, unless you cram on loads of peanut butter or cream cheese. Rice cakes are so low on nutrition, and the ones that are tasty are usually full of artificial sweeteners and colorants to give them those flavors. Ditch the rice cakes and opt for whole grain crackers. They'll leave you feeling fuller for longer, and honestly, they taste so much better. Number 1. Hydrate. Not even taking the price of coconut water into account. Did you know that 1 bottle of mango-flavored coconut water is home to 29 grams of sugar? We've said it already, but we will say it again. Stick to your water. Your body will thank you in the long run. What healthy eating tips can you guys share with us? Share them in the comments below and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this. Thanks for watching.